Love and light. We are a divine couple, and we channel the love being, a council of multi-dimensional beings coming from the ninth dimension. We are here to assist humanity during the ascension process.
Yeah.
Love and light. So in today's video, we talked about.
Yeah, we have a live with Cam from the Mind of Matter.
Yep.
Very powerful live, first one with him.
Definitely not the last.
Not the last.
We had a conversation about
yeah,
Qigong, energy work,
yeah, the importance of breath work. We brought the love beings into the discussion as well. Very important information.
About discipline.
And like mastering the basics.
Master the basic. A master always master the basics. Stay tuned till the end. At the end, Cam is showing us a technique, a breathwork technique. Very interesting.
Yes, that we are applying every day now. So very easy and fast to implement in your daily life. So stay tuned and enjoy that video.
One love.
How's it going all? Much love. So we're going to do a live today, multi-dimensional consciousness. Thank you very much for joining in. Got a few people here. Mother Crate's daughter of Zeus. Much love, Mama. Unity is Power 2022. MM Tara. Ola 78937. The Honorable JB. The Love Beings, who is going to be joining us for this live today. Very excited to have the Love Beings on. Good morning, good morning. Alina, Little Rocket, Rainbow Sidian. Yo!
Yo!
How's it going?
Fine.
Perfect, you?
Yes, very good, my friend. Very good. Excited to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us.
I'm grateful for you two having us. Thank you for
Of
having
course,
us.
man. Of course, it's been coming. You know, divine timing, as it all is. So, you know, I'm excited to see how things will unfold. And of course, if you're willing to, we'll have the Love Beings join us today.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
I have a good feeling about it. I'm curious what they will have to say.
Excellent. Good stuff. So, Niema and Vince, right?
Yeah.
What do we go by? Is it Niema and Vince or Divine Masculine, Niema Rose?
Oh, you can call me Vince, that's okay.
Niema
King and Queen, King and Queen.
Yeah.
If you want.
I'm the king of my life. Yeah, so perfect. It suits me well.
Thank you.
Well, we just got people joining in, so people, of course, know me on my page. Maybe not know me from your pages, so we'll do a little intro, a brief intro, a little bit about yourselves, if you could, as well. You know, what your journey's been so far, how you've ended up creating your you know, the Love Beings page, and what's led to all of this, and why are we here right now? What has your journey been? Just a brief sort of overview of what your journey's been like. Of course, you guys have got the YouTube channel as well, which you can talk a little bit about, which is more with the divine feminine, divine masculine. So I think it's a very important thing to bring up as well, because it's all part and parcel of this shift in consciousness. And you know, it's not just the divine masculine, divine feminine. It's both the integration and the union, right?
And how to work together.
That exactly, and unity in many different ways. You know, unity in people from all around the world, like ourselves. I'm from London, UK. You guys are in Canada, right?
Yeah, Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal. Yep. So, and you guys have been on this journey quite a while now. I can see. Yeah, I can see. I mean, you can see from just looking at people. When you look into people's eyes, you can see the level of consciousness. I believe you can. Like, if you have the eyes to see, you can see.
Yes, if you have the eyes to see. That was what I was about to add. I'm like, I don't think everybody would agree with that, but definitely if you have the eyes to see,
Yeah, definitely. So a little bit about me, guys. My page started. This page started in June 2021, believe it or not, and it's grown quite rapidly. Which is, again, it's just it's unfolding. It's all about consistency. But this is like my own. I've been on this journey a long time. I'm 44 years old now. I've had some very profound experiences in life. I often talk about losing my father when I was at a young age, because it's played a real key part in my journey, because he was reading a lot of books and spirituality, and was developed quite highly in level of consciousness. And I didn't know the man very well because he died when I was 7 years old, but the stories and stuff and what I've learned, there's a book called The Opening of the Third Eye by Dr. Douglas Baker, which I've been reading, and I bring it up all the time. It's been an eye-opener for me, but it's what my dad left a message on the back of the book, and he wrote in Punjabi and in English, like it was supposed to be a message left for me. And the book fell off my bookshelf 3 times. I picked it up when I was 15 years old, and I've been reading it since. And so I've been obsessed with this idea of opening the third eye. And on the back of the book, my dad wrote, "The truth is high, but higher still is truthful living." So living the truth, you know, so discovering the truth is one thing, but living the truth is the most important thing, which is what I try to do. Like it's the practice is so important, like doing the practice, like the breath work and stuff. Like, it's all well and good knowing the importance of breath work, but you got to do the practice, you got to do the technique. So I'm very much into practicing techniques. So it's always been my thing. Martial arts, I've been a martial artist from a young age.
Cool.
Yeah, so I started karate when I was 7. I started Wing Chun Kung Fu when I was 14. I was instructor by the time I was 19. So this is why I'm always doing the martial art, the Qigong thing, right? So that quite naturally, like that form of meditation, it sits well with me, because it's a dynamic meditation. It's a soft martial art, but it's also a meditation. So it makes it more fun, and I just do it to music, because one of the other things in my background is I've been a DJ from a very young age. I used to play in clubs and bars and pubs, etc. when I was in my 16, 17 years old. So music is my thing. Qigong, breathwork, that's what my page is all about, really. But that's me in a nutshell. Like, music, love my breathwork, love practicing, love martial arts. But in general, another thing that's been important for me is I lost my brother in December 2018, and that was from alcohol addiction and depression. And I suffered from depression and cocaine addiction myself, so I had to overcome this. And I basically shifted my addictions are now breathwork and meditation. Like that's so I don't actually see a problem with being an addict as long as you're being addicted to good things. so as long as you stay addicted to good things, it's all good. So that's a bit of my journey. That's where I'm right now, and I couldn't help my brother during that time. So I've been on this journey trying to help other people. Just unconditional love, right? Just helping, because some people just need others that have been through the journey they can connect with, and just put yourself out there. That's all what we're doing. We're putting ourselves out there. It takes courage. It takes commitment to do what we do. So I appreciate you guys for doing what you're doing. It's good to see others doing the same, and it's like-minded individuals like ourselves coming together, and it's give you an opportunity to share your stories, your journey on my page, etc., with my audience here, which I'm sure everyone will find very beneficial. I will learn from it. There's so much I'm never a closed book. I'm a very open book, open-minded. I believe everyone has to be, if you're on this journey and you want to progress, you have to be open-minded, and you've got to stay unlimited. Like, you can't place limits. And you've got to, if there's something that doesn't resonate with you, fine, you move on. I've heard you guys say it as well, like, it's not always for everyone. Like, I even with some stuff I read, you don't have to take it all. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, So anyone here, like, take what resonates, and you don't have to take it all, right? Just keep open-minded. Don't limit yourselves, like, before you even heard, the stories. Take it all in. I just say, take it in. You can always delete, distort, and generalize the information afterwards, right? So you can just take it in, and then you can sort it out afterwards, right? But always stay open-minded when you're learning, I always say. So that's what I want to learn from you guys. So I just wanted to get myself out of the way, because I'm always talking on my page, and give the stage to you guys. So if you can share a little bit about each of your stories, how you've got where you are right now, and then when you're ready, bring the love beings on, and we'll just go with that, right?
Perfect. So before sharing our story, I just want to say that I acknowledge you, because I see what you're doing. I see that it's coming from a place of love, and you speak your truth, like unapologetically.
What?
Yeah,
I cannot say that word.
Yeah.
That word.
It's not in
Unapologetic. My French.
So it's come from a place of love, and so I see that from you. So I'm always open and eager to work with the people that come from a place of love. It's all about that for me. So yeah, that just
Thankful,
wanted to so grateful.
We love the vibe.
Yeah. So grateful for
always
your
a good vibe.
And
and I resonate.
all about vibing high, right? Vibing high, love. I always say 3 things will heal your soul: music, love, and nature. Just connect with those things daily somehow. You'll be fine. Just keep working on those 3 things: music, love, nature. That's my thing. And it's very simple but very profound. But it's, as long as you consistent with it, that's it. It's not that difficult. You will keep progressing as long as you keep that in mind. And music is in many different shapes and forms, and that's why music is my thing. And vibing high, like, we got to keep vibing high. And music just lifts your spirit. It just lifts your energy rapidly. Like, it's not rocket science. You just put music on it, you shift your state of mind straight away.
I agree. It's magical.
Yeah.
And like they say, if you want to become a master, you must master the basics.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the master. The master never stopped mastering the basics.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing process.
And it's all about consistency. And and you said it well. It's like being a martial artist, but on a spiritual level. So discipline is key. And I see that you are a very disciplined guy, and I'm also a very disciplined guy. So
yes, he's very disciplined.
Yeah,
I'm not.
and this is all about discipline. What we do on our pages, just for everyone else, like, it does keep you accountable as well. Like, on my stories, like me and Vince, we often share some of our rituals, our things that we do on a consistent basis. But it keeps us accountable to ourselves, but then others also learn from it. you know, so it's a win-win situation. It's helping you and it's helping others. So why not, you know?
Absolutely, I agree.
It's all about, to me, everything has to be like a 360 win, like a win, 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 win all the time, and we just go up like that.
This is how we rise.
Yeah, this is how we rise.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And there's no time, there's no reason to be selfish and keep things to yourself. Like, just share, man. Like, this is love. Like, when you share knowledge and wisdom and share your experiences, that is love. Like, people need to think out of the box when they think about love. It's not just like loving one another, like lovey-dovey stuff. It's just sharing knowledge and wisdom and experiences is also love as well. Because people learn from that and they grow.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah. So if you want maybe to share a bit your story first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My story, well, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. So everybody who knows what that means, it's some pretty fucked up, anyway, a religion, let's just say it like that. So I came out of that religion when I was about 21, and I had to deconstruct.
I just want to say, to be a mystique woman in that kind of belief, it's not an easy thing. So her childhood has been really traumatic, because maybe you can share about.
Yes, but we're trying to keep it short.
But the mystic part
is difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to keep it short when there's so much we want to talk. We could talk all day about this. I know.
I understand that she's like a mystic woman, so this is how she will channel the love beings. So
yes,
it's all about.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to be brief. Okay, but since I was a kid, I always had I was always seeing things, and I was having nightmares, and I was seeing things move in my bedrooms, and I was getting sleepwalking. But I was somewhere else. My mind, I was walking, talking to my mother, but it's like I was not in my body. And every time that I would get in that zone in the middle of the night, she would feed me to ground me, because the food is grounded. And then on the last bite, I would come back and I would be like, "Oh, mommy," and she was like, "Oh," she was like just really freaking out. But everything that was surrounded around those gifts were always satanic.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was always satanic. So I was afraid and I was pushing it away. And sometimes I felt energies that wanted to talk to me, and I was like, "Nope, you're not talking to me. Nope. You know, stay away, Satan." You know, because it was my belief that it was not good. So at the age of 21, I came out of that religion. So I had to relearn to deprogram myself completely. I had to learn to be human again. That was how it was. And then the years went by, reading books, reading and getting knowledge from teachers, spiritual teachers, and really deprogram all the belief, all the limiting belief, everything that I have been told and said that you have to be in that box to be good. So I had to deprogram all that to become my new version. Then I met Vincent, and it was in a protest. It was 2 years ago. I was in a protesting against, the system. No, fight the system. And I was already really advanced in my spiritual journey, but I was still pushing away the talking to the spirit thing. So Vincent came in, and we were doing Tantra and the love beings that I didn't know their name at that time. They were okay, tell him this, tell him that. And I was like, I barely know the guy. I'm not going to tell him shit. I don't know you people. Like, who the heck are you to tell me to tell him? So they were pushing me to tell him stuff. And I didn't want it. And at some point I was like, oh, there are people that are trying to talk to you. And he's like, yeah, come on, bring it on. And I was like, oh, so bad. But he was always so excited. And he had such an open-minded about it that it helped me open myself to my own gift that I always restrained, put
so
a restriction.
You allowed your gifts even more so because Vince was allowing it also. So you was like, okay, like
create that space.
So,
yes, it was never making me feel like I was weird. Because all my life I felt like I was weird.
Yeah. And I suppose sometimes the divine masculine, that's like the role you provide, the space, a safe space. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, in a nutshell, I think that's that. Yes. And for the past few months, we've been helping so many people, and it's crazy.
It's a very big transformation around us. And so we are just getting started in a way. But so far, the fruit of that work or that help are impressive.
Yes, it's you. As they say, you know the value of a tree by its fruits.
Yeah.
So I always said that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see how people feel. I'm gonna see how I feel. I'm gonna see how others that I help feel after they talk to me or whatever. And it's always really positive. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my part.
Yeah. So, and about my part in a nutshell, I had like a very nice childhood. I have a very united family.
One sec, my light's just gone off. Just 1 sec, yeah?
Yeah. Perfect.
That's it. Go ahead, man.
Good. So so like I was saying, I had a very nice childhood, loving parents. I have a brother, very united family. So I was like good at school, like very good to get the program, the indoctrination. So I was a good candidate to be really like brainwash hardcore. So So it's to me like the shit hit the fan when like in 2013 when I realized that my son had autism. And I made the link, and I won't say the word on the live here, but I made the link about his bad. He almost like we thought he would die after he got his one of that. So anyway, so I went down into that rabbit hole, and then it's like when like my whole world fell apart. So I went deep into the health rabbit hole. And I discovered like a natural medicine and all that. And I just learned so much. And then I'm very, very disciplined as well. And when I decide to go to do something, I go all in. So I went all into that route. And this is when I applied like everything on myself. And then I applied with my son what I could, because with kids and babies, it's not like easy to apply things. But I did apply everything on myself, and I became like a biohacker. So I just transformed my own body.
This is interesting because I also classify myself biohacking. So biohacking, if anybody doesn't know, it basically, as a human body, I mean, just like you can hack a computer, you can hack the body. So we use our body as an experiment, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what I understood, like now I understand that all that work prepared me for today to be able like to feel the energy and all that. You need to have a clean vessel. So it was, it's all divine. It was all a divine plan. Now I understand everything. It was like a blessing in disguise. So, so all that work to heal the gut and I won't go into all the details because I could write a book on that. But now the people that we help, that they want to move up with their spiritual work, like the love beings, like things that always come, like you need to fix the vessel because the food that we eat, this and that, it blocks energy.
And it's lowering your vibrational field.
Yeah. So me, my vessel was ready, to be activated. And now when we do like tantra and energy work, it flows, and third eye activation and all that. So even when you did your own introduction, I was resonating a lot. So I got some third eye activation because I could resonate with what you were saying.
And something that I can resonate as well with what you said is that we apply.
We apply. Yeah.
We apply.
We apply.
When there is something that needs to be done,
we apply.
We apply. It's a daily, full-time
it's a mindset
job, mindset for till for now and for the rest of your life. Yeah. It's not something that you say, I'm going to do for 3 months. You read a book, and if I don't see result, I'm stopping. No, you do that forever and ever. It's not a work that you're going to do for like a few months and you're going to expect miracles. Yeah. Work on yourself, a master, like in Kung Fu, right? Yeah. You're going to do, how many punches are you going to do the same simple punch?
Exactly.
How many times are you going to do the same
drill it in until it becomes unconsciously competent, you know, so it becomes automatic. So
yes.
Exactly.
So you've got to do, it's like you got to do the technique, even the breath work and stuff. You learn the technique, like you learn the strategy first, and then once you've done it a few times, it just becomes, it's an art. Like you learn the science, and then you practice it as an art form. And that's with the Qigong, that's with the breath work, Wing Chun, Kung Fu, every martial arts in general. But I think any spiritual practice really, once you get the basics, then it is an art form. Like breath, you should play with breath. It's a tool which we are breathing unconsciously all the time. So this is my thing. Like regain control of our mind. It's become unconscious. A lot of it is just habitual. Mm-hmm. So one of the key things that we can take control of quite easily that we're doing unconsciously all the time is breath. So when we do conscious breath work, we practice taking control of what is normally unconscious. And that's just like your thinking. When your thoughts are out of control, most of them are unconscious thoughts. They're not conscious thoughts. So we need to regain consciousness so that we are conscious of what's happening on an unconscious level, right? Mm-hmm. And this is the key thing. This is why consistency is so important, because it's very easy because of the programming. The programming is so strong, and everyone's being drilled. Like at school, we go through the schooling system. We're taught what to think. We're not taught how to think. We're taught what to think, right? And most of our life, we're taught what to think and what to believe, rather than learning ourselves what we should believe and learning our own truth. So whereas this is why, like you said, Nyema, like we have to unlearn a lot. Like a lot of this is unlearning rather than learning. This is more unlearning and then allowing. Unlearning like what you think and then allowing the truth to come in, because which is what you do in a sense when you're channeling, right? Because that's, you got yourself out the way then. That's your limited self is out the way. Now you're just a vessel, allowing consciousness through, which is what I tend to do. Like when I talk, when I do myself, a lot of the time I don't know what I'm going to say. I just turn up and I just let it come out of my mouth.
Exactly.
Right? And that's always the best way, because if you overthink it, like we've got into this bad habit as human beings of overthinking everything, because we feel like we have to figure it all out. And we got to remember that a lot of this is just happening automatically. It's just happening. Like our breath is just happening. Like we're alive. We're kept alive at night time when we go to sleep. You know? Sorry. No problem. And we spoke about dreams, right? I mean, you guys are talking about dream, and some of you guys might not know, but I wrote a book called Live the Dream.
Wait a second.
Just no problem. We have to buy a better stand than this one. It's like it was a good deal, but at the end of the day, not that a good deal. I think we're
okay. Let's not touch it now. So what was the question?
I was just saying, like, you know, so we talked about this being a dream consciousness, because I remember the love beings, you said like they brought this up, right? And this is a key thing. Like for me, like I had a really profound experience last year, right? That's when this page started, and you know, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. But I had experience of multiple, like, other dimensions, right? So I've spoke about it in a lot of detail, but I don't want to take up this live talking about it, because I could talk about it throughout the whole video. But I've done videos about other dimensions when I experienced not the 7 chakras, but 14 chakras, and the 13th chakra or dimensional realm, whatever you want to call it. So everyone, what you need to remember is everyone's mind is different. Like every single human being is so different. The way you experience your truth may not be the same to the way we experience it. Like everyone's mind is so different. Like, so that's why I'm always a bit wary when I talk about things in detail about like higher dimensions and experiences there, because I'll at least make it clear that how you experience it, don't expect it to be the same. Like it can be different for everyone, because everyone's mind is totally different. So, you know, don't feel like you will experience things in the same way. So if you're not experiencing the same way that I'm saying, or Nyema or Vince, don't worry about it. Like, you're unique. Like, everyone is so unique. You will be shown things the way you need to be shown, right? So I just wanted to just sort of bring that up. Now, in terms of like this being a dream, like that's what my book is all about. Live the Dream. I wrote this book last year, and I see this as a dream consciousness, meaning like, not like this book isn't like live the dream, like become successful and live the dream. Like, no, we're actually in a dream. Like, when we wake up into a dream consciousness. So just like, just like a dream appears from nowhere, like we're asleep in bed, the dream is just happening. It's not out there, it's in our mind. So the mind is, what's happening in our mind is a reality. And Niema, like what you bring into your vessel is from a level of higher consciousness, right? Yeah. It's a level of mind. So when we're talking about multiple dimensions, multi-dimensional consciousness, we're talking about a higher intelligence. Like what Niema's going to do when she's channeling here, she's channeling higher intelligence into the vessel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
exactly, that's what it is.
Yeah, but I think you just recently like starting to open up about the starseed thing. I saw a video from you. So basically, like the love beings are a council of beings that are based in the 9th dimension. So right now we're in the 3rd, and we're in the process. Like some of us are in the process of ascending into the 5th, and there is like a split, and we can see the split happening right now on the planet. So we see the different consciousness. So they are based from the 9th dimension, and they are here to assist humanity during the ascension process. So they are here to help those who are are willing to receive the help. Because when they were asking her like to talk to me, and she was saying no, they always respect free will. They will never go beyond free will. Unlike other, let's say that could be malevolent beings or entities.
Yeah, they want to push it on you.
Yeah, that want to push stuff on you. So they are not like that at all. They are here. They are here to bring some light, and it's up to us to decide like
more assistance, right? Yeah.
We need that light. Do we want it or not? It's a choice. So it's free will. It's always about free will. Yeah,
absolutely.
They are multidimensional beings. But they are also, sometimes I also feel like they are a part of me. There are some saying that when you channel a higher being, it's always a form of your, now I don't want to say higher self, because I think that higher self is overused. It's not higher self. I think is it's like an oversoul.
Yeah, I did a video about this the other day. This is something that ancient wisdom they don't really speak about it a lot right now, but it's something called the overself. And actually, this is a book. Funny enough, I've got it right here. This is a really old book, Wisdom of the Ancients. Another one my dad was reading. This is from 1960s, and this actually talks about the planes of existence. Many people are not able to understand why they are here or but the overself is like a puppet master, just like as the manipulator of the puppets can manage the strings of several puppets at once. So the overself is like it's managing multiple
souls, multiple people in different realms. And sometimes that's something that might represent the love beings as well, because the love beings are a group.
It's a council.
It's not one person. So the love being can have so much people that they are working with now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So just me, I call them the love being, but maybe someone else is calling them the council of one, and someone else
so this just
of whatever.
Yeah, so you can that's the way you understand it. So you have to put a label on it so you can understand it yourself. But it doesn't necessarily make that label correct. I always say the same thing. Like, I label stuff because I need to understand it and explain it. But it doesn't make the label correct, but it's just a label. But so you can call it what you like, but I like the love beings.
We love them too.
They're helpful, like our life, since they are in touch with us. Wow, what a transformation. So much knowledge, because now they are my mentors. So when I want to get information or have a different perspective and like things that I would like to better understand, I don't have to go on Google and try to...
No, please don't.
Or so I get, like, I have access to them like through her. And so they are my mentors right now. So my evolution goes very, very, very fast.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I converse or speak or connect with higher dimensional beings as well, but in various different forms. I don't want to talk about it too much because I speak about this stuff quite a lot on my page anyway. But everyone is different, and you can learn as long as you're open to it. It's more about allowing, and you've got to get out of the way. Like, you can't have your limited self in the way. Like, to receive this information and for it to be true, and for you to actually have confidence in it, you only you know. Like, you guys know and you believe it, right? But other people, we don't need anybody else to believe it, right? Like, we don't need, like, that's...
It is so easy to block. It's so easy to block, because to block it, you just have to don't apply what they say. It's like...
or not listen at all.
So it's not everyone, like we've been in touch with many people that, because we also do private channelings, because for us, it's a gift that we want to share.
That's right, and you should, because there will be some people which won't be receptive to it, and this is the thing, you're always going to get some people which won't resonate with your way of doing things, and but never let that stop you. Like, it's amazing that you're going and you keep going, and that's one of the reasons why I want to bring you on, because I want to inspire, I want to motivate you to keep going, because you're doing a great thing, right? So
thank you.
Yeah, but what I wanted to say is, even amongst the one that are open to it, those that will really apply, it's a minority.
It's true. But I guess that's how life is. For now. Okay, for now. Because there are a lot of people that are hungry for knowledge, but they're not persistent enough. They don't believe in themselves long enough to apply till I drop. Because to become a master, you have to apply till you drop. And when you drop, you sleep and you wake up and you do it again. That's a master.
And the thing is, once you get a taste of it, like, you won't stop, because once you
don't want to stop,
you won't. You can't. Once the divine has touched you in that way, you can't stop.
Yeah,
like,
you can't stop.
It's a part of you. You will only keep progressing, and you will only keep going.
But you have to give it your 100%.
Absolutely. And if you don't, you will often be given the lesson to be told in life. Something will push you back in that direction.
They will let you know.
Universal, always, like,
you don't want to do it.
Exactly. Exactly, man. But it's right. But it's sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it takes. And through pain, there is so much to learn through pain.
Absolutely.
Pain is the greatest, one of the greatest ally and teacher. I mean, when you're in pain and you have no other choice but to face your shadow work, to face yourself, this is where you really shine. This is the greatest opportunity to access your highest form that is available to you now. It's a gift. Pain, to be honest,
it's a gift.
It's a gift.
It's people. Like physical pain. Like, if we would not feel physical pain, we will have injury and just never
let it bleed to death.
So it's like it's a feedback. So when you have emotional pain or stuff to face, it's a choice. Either you run away from it and you go into all kind of addiction, like
problems or whatever,
and all that, or you dive deep in and you face them and you go head on. So it's a choice. Free will, always. Free will is a law.
Absolutely. So do you guys, do you need to get yourself prepared for the love beings? Do you need to... Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we reached the half an hour mark. So yeah. So
Yeah.
to
That's what I was going to send
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
yeah. So first we always set an intention, because in life everything is about intention. Whatever you do,
Absolutely.
the intention that you have behind is key.
It's key.
Is key. So whatever you do, let's say if you have a hammer, like I say sometimes, you can have the intention. You can break someone's skulls, or you can build your empire with it.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's always about intention. So first we set the intention. After we go into like a 5 minute meditation.
3 minutes, 5
3 to
minutes.
5 minutes meditation, just to get in state, and then
Just to take my mind out of the way.
Out of the way, and just to establish the connection, and then they will be with us, and we will go. We will have
Okay.
talk with them. So
Perfect. So I'm gonna set the intention. I always put that on my head. It's not because I want to look like Magdalene. It's just because this is helping me stay in my zone. I'm in my zone when I have that on my head. It's like it's an old thing. I mean, this is the one that I love. What do you want me to tell you? So okay, so I'm gonna set the intention. So first of all, we always start with gratitude. Our heart is filled with gratitude and appreciation for Cam today, for this life, for this moment in time. What a beautiful moment that we have together. We are so grateful, thankful, and appreciative for our lives, for the birds, for the breath, for the sun, for the light, for the people around us. We feel amazingly grateful. Surrounding us, there is this white, pure light directly coming from the source. And in this white, pure light, we have all those beautiful emotions. We feel so safe. We feel at peace. We feel at home. We feel like everything is perfect because it is. In this beautiful white light, we are directly connected to thee. You can call it however you want to call it, him, her, however you choose, the universe. We are protected. We are bathing in this love. Around us, there is only love. We welcome any beings that want to come and talk to us, but they have to come from a place of love and above. Anything below the spectrum of love will not be accepted in this transmission. So we are perfectly protected. Around us, there is this golden aura of protection that is protecting us once again from anything that will not serve us. So anything that will touch us, it will be for the service of humanity. So we are thankful, grateful, and appreciative once again. And if we have upgrades for people to receive, let it happen. I don't know what the question will be. So it is. Yeah. I'm just gonna take a few moments.
Do you have something to add, Cam?
Yes.
Because the only thing I wanted to add is, like, if there is some upgrades available for Cam today, and if he is willing to receive, that would be a great
I
moment.
leave it open to you. I'm an open book right now, so I'm ready to receive whatever.
Enjoy it. Okay.
So we will just get in state. So I invite everyone to do a meditation with us. So it's just to tap into your heart and vibrate love as much as you can. And it's just a good thing for the whole universe when we are into that state. So the love being will be with us very soon.
Okay. Love and light.
Love and light. Are we with the love beings?
Yes.
Grateful for your presence today. So,
Joy.
yeah, Joy. We are very honored to be with Cam today and for him to hold space with us and to have him to have us on his page for this live. So if you have any message for him and or for his audience today before he asks his questions, that would be very curious to see what will come out of this today.
The mind is a tricky thing, isn't it? The human mind is filled with neural pathways that are always leading to the same place. It's like training a pet, doing the same trick, but of course you are not a pet. We are saying that the potential within your mind is so much more than the few tricks that they taught you. Isn't it time for you, human, to learn new tricks? Isn't it time for you human to evolve beyond those tricks? It's time to become magician again. It's time to be wiser. It's time to breathe deeper. Isn't it the perfect person to talk about breath? Cam. We appreciate your presence and your consistency. Being obsessed with something can be positive, isn't it? We appreciate the ferocity behind every word you speak. Green is a color that would fit you a lot because of the green chakra within your heart. So powerful. This is the first color that we see, the first spectrum that we see when we look at you energetically. But it's got to be hard to be so unique sometimes. But I guess that you're used to it now. Being so unique, feeling so out of the box. Like an alien. This world. We applaud your uniqueness, if that's a word. We apply your rarity. We applaud your rarity. You are rare. And we appreciate that in a human because they do not come by the dozen. If we can say this like that. This is what we have to say for now. More to come.
Grateful. So, Cam, if you have any questions for the love beings.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate your insights and really resonates with me. Absolutely. So I believe, being unique is something that we all have in common. We all are very unique, and we all need to express our uniqueness. We need to express our uniqueness to completely fulfill our own potential. So I do not believe that we need to hide our true nature, our true selves, and limit ourselves because of what others may think, So what do you have as a message for the collective here, for anybody else that is struggling with expressing their uniqueness? Like, we are unique here, we're expressing our uniqueness, and some people will not see that. We know that some people will doubt you, or some people will not resonate with you. So how do we best deal with this as a collective when we struggle with being accepted for our uniqueness?
It's all about the program. You have to teach yourself to become yourself. What a paradox. But if from a young age, your parents always showed you the power the power that lays within your uniqueness, what a beautiful world this world would be. Now, you are not in this reality. You have to learn yourself. You have to learn how to be yourself again. You said it well. How can they remember how it feels, how good it feels to be themselves? First of all, one needs to be willing to look. The exterior always seems better. The grass is always greener elsewhere. But the truth is that when you take the time to look within your own mind, which is why breath is so important, you inhale what you are. This is your oxygen. This is your vessel. This is your body. You are owning it and you are transforming it into your own body. And when it comes out as you. You are pouring more you and excelling more of you into the world. This is what you need to understand. You are doing it on a daily basis, but you have been taught that you have to fit inside the mold. But when you are the mold, when you fit inside the mold, you are a mold. But you are not a mold. You are free water. You are the ocean. You cannot be contained. If you can allow yourself to look at yourself for will you please stop what you're doing? Will you please take the moment to really look within yourself what it is that I need? What can I do to help me constantly without giving up on myself? When you get to that point, you will find yourself, because everything that you're doing is for yourself. At the end of the tunnel, the light is you. It was never something outside of you. So please remember to look within for the answers and to spread it outside of you with no shame. Freedom. You want freedom? This is freedom. The real freedom is the freedom of being you. Nothing else. Everything else is details. You be you. This is freedom. Nothing else is really freedom except being you. You can be rich. You can have all the freedom to go wherever you want. But if you are not true to yourself, you are in a prison. So it's time to break out of this prison. And to break out of the prison, you have to go within. Don't you see the paradox? It's so funny.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. We have another song.
So anything else that comes to your mind, more questions or questions from your audience maybe, or?
Feel free. Anyone else wants to throw a message up, a question?
I thought I saw a question earlier.
Yeah, let me have a little quick look, see if we've got anything here. I've got a question here. What's this? Explain a bit of the process of shadow work, please. From Jenny M. Park. Anything that the love beings can share on the process of shadow work? Good question.
Yeah.
Indeed. Shadow work. What an interesting topic. Once again, we have to revisit what we just said. When you become you, you become free. When you look within yourself, you find the freedom that you were seeking. If you feel restricted inside of you, if you feel like your body is not big enough for everything that you have inside, or you feel so small. It's not that you feel small. It's not that you are too small or you are insignificant. It is because you are not allowing yourself to be filled. Shadow work. In the shadow, there is your demons. There is your darkness, your traumas. When you do your shadow work, you are accessing your highest potential. But how to do your shadow work? How to get there? How do I work on myself? Well, it's easy. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Do it. Of course, we're not telling you to do something dangerous, but kind of, but not so much, but just a little. You have to be willing to confront your fears. We will give you an example. I am afraid of the dark. Well, if you are afraid of the dark, sit in the dark for 1 minute. Even if you are afraid, confront it. Just for 1 minute. If you have to go to the bathroom at night, don't open the light. Walk, but don't run as if somebody is trying to kill you. Walk to the bathroom. Sit within your fear. Look at it in the eye and tell it you are no longer controlling me. I am owning back my control. This is my vessel and this is my life. You are not in control. When you do that, what are you doing? You are reprogramming your fear and you are weakening it, which means that you are taking away all the energetic field that is around that thought or that memory. Because what is shadow work? Is your trauma, is your fear. And around those thoughts that are really nothing, because it's only memories, they don't exist. They don't exist. But what really exists is the attention that you are putting into those thoughts or those ideas. I'm afraid of spider. When I think of a spider, oh my God. Oh, this guy did this to me. This woman screwed me over. It's the attention that you put upon the situation, the memory that is keeping it alive. But you are keeping alive a dead carcass. It's already dead. You are the one keeping it alive. When you realize that this thing that is preventing you from being free is dead. And when you confront it and you're like, well, yeah, well, at the end of the day, you're not so strong because I'm not dead. I was in the dark for 5 minutes and I was afraid of I don't know what, but nothing happened. And then you do that every day. You confront your fear little by little. You don't have to be harsh on yourself, but little by little, you do your shadow work. You face your demon, if we can call it like that, even if I think that this word is a bit pejorative.
Yeah. But so doing what you're afraid to do.
Just confront your fears. This is most of your shadow work. But then at the end of the day, you really have to invest time and effort into building this new program. please remember, humans, you have inside your mind what you call a brain. Like we said in the beginning, in this brain, there are neural pathways that are linked together. And those neural pathways are always recreating the same thing out of habits. If you want new neural pathways, you have to create new habits. So when you take the habit of confronting a fear, your neural pathway gets the message that, well, I have a fear, but I'm going to confront it anyway. So let's not make a big deal out of it. Or I have this trauma that happened to me. Someone did something to me. But I have the habit of dissolving those memories. They are not to keep me bounded anymore. Therefore, you release. You accept and you release. Shadow work 101.
Yeah, grateful. And I just want to add to people, you mentioned our YouTube channel earlier. So on our YouTube channel, we have videos already about that topic and many other topics as well. So it's kind of a place to go as a reference.
The YouTube channel again, Vince, can you just...
Yes, it's a Divine Couple, and it is in our link tree. So we have 3 Instagram page, my page, which is Divine Masculine Mindset, Nyama's page, which is Nyama Rose _ heart, and the Love Being page that we're using right now. So we have link tree in all those 3 pages, and all the links are there. So yeah.
Thank you. I think we got some more questions there if you want to take some more, if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Can the Love Being speak about Akashic records and the benefits or not?
Okay. Akashic record. In the evolution process that you are at right now, the Akashic records are really open and they are becoming more flexible. It's not as stagnant as it, or anchored as it used to be. The polarity is getting lifted and the energy are getting more like water.
Yeah.
You were more like hurt in solid. Now you are becoming more gaseous, more water. Therefore, the Akashic record do not have as much power, or I don't want to say power, impact as it used to. The Akashic record are also really intertwined in the mind of human with karma. But karma is also dissolving into something more gaseous. Karma is not what it seemed, what it was, what it once were. It is time for human to evolve past some beliefs that are keeping you, this is my karma, this is my ancestral karma. I don't have the choice. I have to go through this. You are becoming more crystalline. You have more power over yourself. Now it's time to gain back the power within yourself and to align with your true higher self. Do you think that your higher self is having concern with the Akashic record? At the level that they are at, it's not exactly the same. It's like a book of your life that you are reading, which doesn't mean that it will solve all that you need to know and see to evolve past a certain point. In the present moment, you are writing the book. So focus on the now moment as you are writing it. In the evolution process that you are at right now, that we all are at right now, the process is becoming different, which is why we started this transmission with this, that the brain always trying to do the same trick. It is time to think outside the box and outside the matrix and the belief. But it is a great tool to use still, the Akashic record, to know where you're going, to know where you're going. Sometimes you need to know where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Grateful.
Thank you.
And me, something that I wouldn't want to miss is if there is any upgrades available for Cam in order to help him to.
We can always give him his upgrade later. Don't worry, time is not so.
Okay, so if there's another question, then we can take more questions.
Sure. We've got a few here, actually. So.
Okay.
Let me see. Is it hard to change one's soul plan? Not sure what that means. That's from I Am Awake 8. One soul plan? I suppose the plan for the soul, is it possible for one to change the plan for the soul? Is there such a thing?
We will say this. And we will repeat. In the process that you are at, you human, we love those questions. Don't you see how synchronicity is always perfect?
Yeah.
We are in the evolution process as a collective, human and above. Things are evolving beyond the realm that we are all at. Things are evolving. We, in the ninth dimension, we are evolving into higher spectrum of understanding of the universe. We are going closer and closer to the source. The source is omnipresence. The source is everything, everyone, every place, and no place at the same time. Which means that the source is the perfect Merkaba. He can fly away, go there, move there, not be there at all, be nowhere, be everywhere. Which means that there is this potential of flexibility inside your mind. It is time for you, human, to understand that you have complete power. Flexibility, it's a better word than power, over your own life plan. Things are evolving. You all came with a gift. You all came with a color. You all came with a height. It's hard to change most of those things. But the soul plan, you have more power over this because you are becoming more conscious of it. You were not even conscious of this 100 years ago. But here you are now asking if you can have more power over your soul plane, the plan of the soul, which means that this thought is already accessible in your field, which means that you have the power now within your realm to act upon it. If you can think of a question, it means that you can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is, is always belief over everything. Like if you believe it, you truly believe it, it's in your essence, it's in your soul. Only you can limit yourself,
There is that saying, that quote from Napoleon Hill, whatever the mind of a man can conceive and bring itself to believe, it can achieve. Yes, It's a powerful quote. It's not the watered down version that is popular, because the bring itself to believe.
Bring itself. yourself.
It has been removed from your original quote, but the real quote is that. So you know, that part is very important. So when you
have to bring yourself to believe. If you believe,
bring yourself to believe.
Yeah. So yes, interesting times for evolution. It's very, it's fascinating. So yeah. Any more questions? Maybe we can take one or two more questions.
Yeah, we've got a few here. Okay. Okay, someone's Awake Your Great has asked, can you touch on money for the collective? How can we shift our beliefs about it into an abundance mindset? So I think in terms of, we just focus on a mindset of abundance. How can we get into a mindset of abundance?
Simple. Do you feel abundant? Do you see your abundance? Do not ask. Let's say it like that. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you're frowning, can you ask the mirror to give you back a smile? But if you're smiling at the mirror and you want the mirror to smile back at you, what do you have to do? You have to smile. The mirror is life. If you do not feel abundant, how do you expect abundance? If you are always focused on the lack of things, how can you manifest more? You will always attract more lack. But how do I feel abundant? I'm looking at myself. Okay, I love this. I love this. I'm doing it. I've been doing it for the past 3 weeks or for the past 10 years, on and off. The master the basics. A real master. When the master want to achieve a goal, the master put all his focus on that goal. You have to choose your goal, what it is that you really want. I want to feel abundant. Well, focus on that thought and on nothing else. Focus is key. Focus is creation. It's like trying to tell a male and a female to co-create together, but they are out of focus. They are not really doing anything, but they want to create a kid. They have to focus in a moment and say, let's get this done. And then the creation process will happen like a miracle. But is it really a miracle? Or is it just the process that you have to walk on to create what you're trying to create? You want to feel abundance? Look for the gold everywhere you go. Look for the gold in people. Look for the gold inside of you. You cannot hate yourself and expect to feel abundant. Even if you have 10 million in your bank account, if you don't love yourself, you will never feel abundant. You will always feel empty. Abundance is a state of mind. And when you have the state of mind, everything else that comes, that should come, will come with it.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I answered that very well. Thank you. Hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. So maybe a last question.
How many questions is there?
Well, I think we can have infinite questions. Is there? We'll see.
I think that's the main ones, actually. Let's see if we've got anything here. Oh, My question for the love being is, how can my cat help me more and assist me in my growth and healing? Well, I've got a cat, so I like to know that. Well, I already know my cat's helping me anyway, so.
Yeah, our cat is very powerful as well. So interesting questions.
Yeah,
Cats.
Yeah. Cats are very, 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 very interesting animals, beings. Yeah, I learn a lot from my cat. I just done a post the other day. Like, you can learn a lot from animals in general. Like, just being like a cat. Like, I'm a Taoist. Like, do nothing, then do everything. A cat pretty much does that. That's the lifestyle of a cat, a Taoist way. Do nothing, then do everything, you know. And cat also self-care. Cats teach you so much about self-care. They're always looking after themselves, right? So that's my thought on it. But what the love being's got to say?
To get the most out of your cat, you need to talk to the cat as if it was your equal. You have to talk to the cat. The cats are very smart. If you talk down to them, it's not because they are not reacting that they don't get the energetic field that you are sending towards them. They understand energy beyond what you can comprehend right now, humans. They clean the house energetically. They will race after energies and push them away and disturb them. They won't allow it to stay near them. It's like it's annoying to them. So they will push it away and try to mess with it. One thing that you need to understand is that dark entities love to stay hidden. They do not like direct attention. They want to have power over, but they don't want direct attention. When they feel too much attention, it's like you're bringing light on them. So when you're putting light on a dark energy, what does that energy does? Fly away. Oh, it's not dark enough here. Oh, everybody's seeing me here. Oh, no, I don't want that. They prefer to be hidden. Which is why a cat is so powerful. When the cat sees them, he's going to run after it. What are you doing? And the energy is like, whoop. This is not what I want. I want to stay hidden. The cat will also clean your vessel from energy. The cat is a great ally when you want to manifest. If a cat is happy in a house, that cat will bring more abundance in the house, more balance, more harmony. They are really balanced. And yes, they know a great load about self-care, self-love. They will always put themselves first, which is why most people don't like them. They say they are too selfish. But the love always comes from within first. If you don't love yourself enough, you cannot love others. So the cat is the perfect representation of balanced love. When the cat want to give love, he gives some. But when the cat want to be left alone, he get it.
Yeah.
Self-love, self-respect, self-care.
Thank you. Thank you, awesome. Talking about my cat's just making a noise outside now. Trying to get inside. Thank you very much.
Joy.
Right, I think that's pretty much it with the questions. I just want to say thank you very much, love beings. Much gratitude. Much love for your presence and sharing your wisdom. I'm truly grateful, and I'm sure everyone else here is. And just thank you very much.
We appreciate your love and your open-mindedness. We appreciate your gift. We appreciate the time that you are spending. But what is time? Joy.
Perfect. So me, I don't have questions that come to my mind. So if you have any final words, love being for this audience, anything that they would be beneficial for them to hear before you go.
We will only say two things. Then we will leave you with a transmission. The breath, since this is the perfect page to talk about breath and energy, is key. Your breath is to shallow humans. Shallow breath, shallow, short life. As deep is your breath, as deep is your mind. You want to access higher realm. Breathe deeply. This is not woo-woo land. This is actually science. You should remember to breathe deeply all day and breathe through your lower stomach to release and to extract more prana and to make the prana move for you. It will give you more energy. We also want to express how precious and important shadow work is. What is shadow work? Deprogram your trauma. Deprogram your pain. Don't let them have power over you. Just let them go and learn how to let them go. But this is another talk. Now, we will say this one thing. We will send you a transmission to amplify the need that you will have for deeper breath and movement and your inner work to become more perseverant, more eager for your own good, like the cat. We will send those transmission now. It won't be in any language that you can understand, since people don't know. It's going to be in the language of the universe, light language. Turkamistikaramio tiamba. Ambiriastiki man yamni. Artikiniana hasteramena no stikin durati. Irammastikina martika pertapi truti arnia martika mostrota. Artiki miramoristika miam dardiu. Giuria curia mastera me te traposti. Arstera me annarmostera me sigre. Ritarmi torticarmi ham duita shikirifi artigamete rapetira ratticaramete tu Karamida hasti karamida karamini namarata karamado. Ramti karamita urita parita repeti karapati karaparati tamarra namarate karaporote para. Varsikiri amaruta porti mina maruta raparati aramihane ambostu ururdu kutsinimia wasima. Diam dara karimati karamade karate karabeti di birakut sikorate arndi amsarata ram nyam sirkarata parati karapore dara parati karabi o suri amadi aramadi are titi taramoti tamarate karamati karimini oji remete ramin gastini wo ya fuci kirimini amboti korobo ein turi ardi do aramati karamata arati ju aramara vu karati te arati ni hati karamati karam Arati karimana sara para tira 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 para toro 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 koromostia porotia 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 porosia siamania faya you are sikiusi Tarasika maniamo stakarania marania. Tiu ambarakadmi niam stikar. Narandigam artikam azirte yopistikalatigaminia. Voilà, tikirito torastikiri. So
Grateful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was beautiful.
Joy.
Lovely.
We love you and we see you.
Beautiful.
Love and light.
Love
I
and
felt
light.
that. I felt that. Thank you. Love and light. Thank you.
Hi.
Wow. Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Both of you, thank you so much for being here. And the transmission was beautiful. I've said it to you before. Somehow I understand it. It's, it's for anyone else, like, you got to allow, like, you can't try to figure this out. Like, you've got to allow and just receive. Like, if you if you start limiting yourself and start saying, this is just nonsense and I can't understand it, then you're blocking it right away.
The left brain is the problem, is the prison that they put us in, into the left brain, the logical mind. I've been stuck to that logical mind most of my life. So you need to be able to tap into your heart, which is the highest intelligence.
That's right. Get out of your head and into your heart. So open your heart, consciousness, and you receive. Like, if we're trying to figure it out all the time, we just keep getting in our own way. And remember, we don't understand, and that's why we're trying to understand.
Yes, we know that we don't. The more we learn, the more we realize that we have so much to learn. And even for the love beings as well, they are accessing higher. It's a never-ending story. There's no limit to evolution. You always evolve.
Even the source, even the source is creating beings to learn about itself.
So
again, it's over and over again. And how many of us there is in the multiverse that the source is still in need of understanding itself?
Yeah.
Which means that we're far from being done, you know. So just enjoy the ride.
A couple more lifetime required.
Exactly. And we got to remain open. We've got to keep getting out of our way. Like if we keep limiting ourselves, we won't receive. So we need to keep getting out the way. And this is why this is so important. Like for me and everyone else as well, just like have an open mind, man. Like it may be different to what you're used to, but this is what we need. We don't, if we just stay the same, we always think within the same confinements, within the same restricted forms, and it's
the
always
same neural pathways.
The
same neural
logic
pathways.
is sometimes we've got to become illogical. Like it doesn't need to make sense. Like intelligence isn't the same as intellect. Intellect and intelligence are two different things. Intellect is when we try to figure it all out. Intelligence is happening. Like it's all automatic. We're talking about breath. Breath is happening automatically. Like life is happening. Like a lot of this is just happening, and we've got to allow and get back in flow, back in tune, back in rhythm. So when we're receiving those transmissions, it's sound frequencies. Like it doesn't have to be words, right? It's sound frequencies, it's energy. And as long as you remember everything is energy, frequency, and vibration, like it doesn't have to be words. Like this is why I always speak about symbols. Symbols are so powerful because pictures speak 1,000 words. Like this is why the ancient civilizations used symbols. They didn't use words. Use symbol, light, sound frequencies, you know? Sound frequencies are so powerful. In the beginning, there was the word. What is a word? It's a sound, right? It's a sound.
Exactly. But we put everything in a box, and now we are so afraid to get out of that box. But like I think Einstein said that the description of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. We have to do things differently to get a new result. Then you can choose if it fits you or not, but at least try.
And like language, it's a big thing. I mean, it's the next step before reaching full telepathy. So it's like the next language for us before reaching telepathy. So and we use like language. Our thing like you is read breath work, and I just know that I have a lot to learn from you.
Yes, and I have a technique that I have to share. So. I paid $3,000 at that technique. I mean, that's a big investment, but I know I'm gonna get personal, and I'm gonna show you, and maybe we can just exchange, because that is a wicked technique that I've learned. And I know you
up for a little breath work right now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure. Just a quick one, just to give you a little feel for the Kambo breath work, So the Kambo breath work is, I've been doing breath work, and you say like make it be different. Like my Qigong is different because I do it to music. We talk about light language. Well, when I listen to music, I see light in music. So I see light in sound. So when I do my Qigong moving meditation, I'm actually seeing sound. Like sound becomes a visual thing. Like if you visualize sound, like even like you put music on software, it's waveform frequency. It's just waveform frequency. Everything is waveform frequency, right? So breath as well has a rhythm. But what's happened is when we are like the love being was saying, we've got into this habit of shallow breathing. So we are not taking control of our breath, and most people are living just breathing like this. Like I'm breathing now, it's unconscious, but most people are living and they wake up and they go to sleep and there's no conscious breath work whatsoever. And even if you just do like 10 conscious breaths, it's better than none. Like it doesn't have to take a lot. Like people think I haven't got time. Like it doesn't take a lot of time. Like you spend 4 or 5 minutes brushing your teeth. Like you could take 30 seconds to show gratitude, right? 30 seconds, like, and these are things that I started to do. Like we know a lot of what we should be doing. It's the doing that makes the difference. Like you can read, you can watch, but if you're not doing it, it's pointless. So with breath work, for me, it's about doing it. And most breath work is done through the nostrils because it's more of a relaxing meditation. Whereas you've probably heard of brainwave frequencies. You got the beta, normal waking state, right? And then we go into alpha, light meditative state. When you go into a deep meditative state, it's theta brainwave frequencies. So you're probably going into theta when you're channeling, and it's lower brainwave. So gamma is a high performance, peak performance state. So that's when we go above beta. So when we do breath work through the mouth, it's more like an exercise, like a workout. So when you think about when you work out, we breathe quite forcefully. Like when you do weights or something, like, or when you go for a run, it's like, and we naturally do that and we get energized, right? So think of this breath work more as an exercise rather than a meditation, right? So just a quick, what we're going to do is forcefully exhale 10 times. So exhale, but forcing the exhalation. Of course, you're going to inhale because you always inhale and exhale, right? So I've had this question before. Do I have to inhale? Well, you can't just keep exhaling. You will always inhale.
You're just going to pass out.
Yeah, exactly. So if I do a conscious exhalation, it will be like, so I'm not consciously focusing on the inhale, but I'm focusing on the exhale. So let me just do like 5. And you notice what would happen is when you do it through your mouth, you're going to get a little bit lightheaded. Your stomach will go in as well. Okay, so just try that first. Just try maybe 5 full exhalations. Okay? So just try that. Yeah? Okay, how is that? All right? Now,
feels good. Feel energized.
Feels good, yeah? So now what we're going to do is do 10 full exhalations, right? 10. So we're doing
with you.
Okay? So make sure you exhale fully. So keep the exhale a bit longer.
Okay.
10 times.
Okay.
I don't know how much I did.
More or less 10.
You feel a little bit lightheaded?
Yeah.
Feel a little bit lightheaded? Yeah. This will make you high, man. All right. So that's just 10 full exhalations, right? Now we're going to do 10 full inhalations, right? Now with this, visualize like a vortex of energy. In the center, we have a Sushumna channel, right? It's the central channel here. And the energy actually travels up through this central channel and it makes your chakra spin. So that's where the vortex of energy, the Kundalini energy, starts at the base of the spine. So what I would normally do is do the exhalation, focusing on the base of the spine, the Kundalini energy just uncoiling. And then when we've done that 10 times, the energy is ready to travel up. And then we do the inhalation, right? So the inhalation will be like this. So full inhalation, okay? But visualize energy traveling all the way up to the top of your head, so to your crown chakra. Yeah, can you try that? Just do it.
So we're going to do the 10 first, and then we're going to do another 10 like this?
Just to practice now. We'll do it all together afterwards, but for now, just practice the inhalation. So take it in as deep as you can, into the lungs. Yeah? Okay. When you breathe in, notice your tongue should go to the top of your roof of your mouth. This is technique.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
You notice that? You notice it makes a noise when you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's the technique for inhalation, right? The third technique is going to be breath retention, right? We're going to hold the breath. What we do is just 30 seconds now, but to get the most out of this, you hold your breath for as long as you can, okay? But what we would do now is just 30 seconds, breath retention, right? After the third step, it's just going to be rhythmic breathing in and out. So fully in, fully out, like a rhythm of the ocean.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Yeah, so 4 steps altogether. So we full exhalation. When we're done with the exhalation, we'll wait for a few seconds. Then we'll do the full inhalation 10 times. When you're done with the full inhalation, you're going to hold your breath for 30 seconds. When you're done with the breath retention, then you're going to do the in and out breathing, right? This is going to make you feel energized, right? Now measure your energy now out of 10. What's your energy like?
What's my energy like?
Out of 10.
Pretty good.
First number that comes to head. 9?
I would say
you're pretty high already.
Yeah.
You're pretty high already. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the full technique, right? So we're going to do, let's put some music on.
All right.
Let's put the music on as well. I always like to do it to music. All right. In your own time, yeah? So we're going to do 10 full exhalations. Then we're going to pause for 5-6 seconds, then full inhalation 10 times. Then when you're done with the 10 full inhalations, hold your breath for 30 seconds, right? And then when you're done with the 30-second breath retention, okay, then you just do the rhythmic breathing in and out, right? Now, shoot for around 30 seconds, breath retention, okay? Don't have to be exact, okay? But so just, I'll do it with you, okay? So ready?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Follow your lead.
So full exhalation out, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Right. Ready to go in? Hold your breath.
Galaxies, suns, stars, and planets over eons. Along this timeline, creations of the Creator personified and embodied that which created itself. As proclamations of art, life would mold and bond elements together to create carbon-based life forms.
You feel a bit lightheaded?
Risen like a phoenix, setting fire to the earth as we ascended back to where we came from.
Okay, now just some rhythmic breathing in and out. The rhythm of the ocean, right? All right. That's it. So that's the 4 steps of the breath work. How do you feel?
It feels good.
It produced like I'm a bit behind about breathwork because our thing is more like sexuality and tantra. We're like very involved into that. So now I can see the benefit to do that. Let's say before getting into tantra.
Absolutely.
I will do that.
Because it's about peak performance. Peak performance state. So when you're going to go into tantra, like if I'm going to do a presentation, I'll do breath work. Like I'll just do that. It doesn't take long. It really doesn't. It's like 2 or 3 minutes. That's it. So
it provides DMT, right? It provides DMT, right? Because I felt a bit like because me, I like herb medicine, like Bufo Alvarius, which is like pure DMT to your brain, and you go to another realm. So I had a similar feeling, lighter, but a similar like DMT feeling.
That's it, exactly. So it's natural DMT. So when you do the inhalation, full inhalation, what happens is cerebral spine fluid travels up the spine, and it actually activates the crystals on the pineal gland. And so when you hold the breath, you'll actually feel the activation taking place.
I felt that. I felt that in the back of my
so if
head.
that's right, back of the head. It's exactly there. You feel it. You'll feel a little bit of pressure there. So if you do some deep breaths and you just hold your, like if you want to do a little hack, you just want a bit of energy, you just do like just a few deep breaths, like 5 or 6 would be enough. And then just hold your breath for 20, 30 seconds and you'll feel the energy, right? So I just do this sometimes. I'm out on the back. I just want to get some energy. I just go, and then I'll just hold my breath. You know, and so just try that now. Just some deep breaths, and then just hold your breath, and you'll notice your mind gets a lot quieter as you hold the breath. Okay, just try it.
Okay.
Now the trick is when you do this, is to hold your breath as long as possible. So you push yourself to the limit. And when you feel like you need to breathe, instead of breathing, what you do is move. And you feel like this is a little trick, right? So anytime you feel like you need to breathe and the limits come up, the limitations, like I need to take a breath, don't breathe. Instead, you move more. And in a way, you're going to feel like you're breathing for moving. You get that? And when you're ready, you can just release.
It feels good. I was rocking myself like automatically, but
it will happen. It will happen. It's and you do it when you channel, when you you do that. You do that, right? Because that's the Kundalini energy. And it's the vortex of energy. So you're doing it already. I see it when you're doing the channeling. So I watch the physiology, so I can see it happening. But it's crazy, man. Like when you just take the deep breaths and you hold your breath. It's the nitric oxide. You know, like in Fast and Furious, the cars, they have nitric oxide. What it does is it releases the nitric oxide in your brain, and you're gonna feel that energy.
Interesting.
Right?
Everything always in divine timing. So
absolutely. So this, I mean, it's crazy.
You woke me a bit, telling me that, hey, what about your breath work? I was procrastinating a bit on that, but today is the day. Yeah.
I'm not a slap. Wake up.
Grateful. So so it's another tool to add. You know, we all find our tools and then we share. So this is what is like Unity Consciousness is all about. We all do our research and we find the goal like according to what we're looking for, and then after we share and everybody can pick up on that. It's like, to me, it's like open source. And,
that exactly it. That's right. Like in the technology world, if anybody doesn't know, open source, like you have people create programs and they keep it to themselves. And open source is like, look, we've created, everyone else share it, and we'll just keep getting better by sharing it. You know?
I have a business, but I have zero patent. I don't resonate with patent at all. So it's
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, like you make it your own. Like I've learned breath work from Swami Ramdev, lots of different yoga practitioners, Wim Hof. So mine's a little bit like a Wim Hof if you do the Wim Hof stuff. Like his is like screw them out.
Twice, but it's interesting. So thank you for that.
And the cold showers, I know you do the cold showers. The cold showers. Cold showers, this breath work, the cold shower just keeps you activated. Like we're talking about vibing higher, right? Like we've got to remember, like we got to do the relaxing meditation too, but we also want to vibe high so that we can perform well in this world. So this is why I call it dynamic meditation. Like Qigong to music is dynamic meditation. Whereas I do relaxing meditation. I will sit there for an hour, 2 hours, you know, listen to Tibetan bowls or whatever, like let go, let go, let go. So this is what I was saying earlier. The Taoist way is do nothing, then do everything.
Yeah, do everything. Like nature.
Completely let go, like the cat, right? The cat just like completely let go. Like that's it. The world is gone. And now the world is here. I'm in it. It's
amazing. Grateful for that. So maybe this life just add a couple of years to my life. So
absolutely.
I hope so.
I'm all about biohacking. So I will implement that for sure.
Yes, we have to implement that
daily. So no bullshit here. So
and it doesn't take long, just 2 or 3 minutes. Just if you need any help with it, and like, you know, this is what it's about. Everyone that's listening here, like we share knowledge and wisdom with each other. And we help each other grow. You're not gonna hurt each other by sharing. You can't harm each other by sharing knowledge and wisdom. Of course, always, question everything. I always say question everything I say. Question it. Like, try it yourself. But the proof is in the pudding. This is why my stuff, techniques, like just do the technique. You'll feel it yourself. Like you don't have to read a book about it. Just do the technique. You'll feel the energy. You know?
Exactly. It's common sense at this point.
Yeah. So grateful for this. Grateful for this live. So it was a nice introduction to connect, and I'm sure we will have more work to do together. We are on the same path, same mission. We come from the safe space, and we all have our own unique way to express it and our own vibe and weight. Like something that I wanted to say is like, it was funny because I heard you say once, like everybody is a guru to like each other, and us, what we say is like, and like there is no guru, but at the same time, the message is the same.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Yeah.
So it's the same message, but two different ways to express it. So people will gravitate towards the one that they resonate more with. So it's important. You're in England, we're in Canada, so it's a global movement. So
Absolutely.
We are grateful for you, the work that you do. So I mean, yeah. So it feels good to have to be able to connect with other people that do the same kind of work that we're doing here. So grateful for you and for what you're doing.
Of course, and we need to be, because in this world out there, there's not many people like us. I mean, like we were talking about being unique, that in this world, like my friends that I grew up with in school and stuff, yeah, we're friends, but we don't have the same kind of conversations. I can't talk about this stuff. You know, then my friends, they think I'm crazy, right? But the thing is, I am.
Yeah, good for you, man. Good for you.
You know, this is what we do want to be in this world. We need to be different. We need to be unique, and if that's what it takes to wake up the planet to become fucking crazy,
let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Express our true essence. So we all have a unique essence, and we came here to express it.
Yeah.
So this is where the magic happened. We have to step out of our comfort zone, confront our fears. And I did that for the past years, like over and over and over again. As soon as I see a fear or I feel a fear, I go head on. And that's the name of the game. If you want to rise, that's the way to go. So we are just here to share our vision of it, and just like, you know, to hold the line for others. And
this takes courage. Like,
oh my God, so much courage.
Yeah.
This takes a lot of courage. It's not like we put ourselves out there, and I think people need to realize, like, this takes courage. Like, this is not something that it just happens. Like, for us, like, it is sort of just happening, but there is it's in flow. There's a rhythm. Like, we just going with the flow, right? But a lot of it is just unfolding naturally. But it does take discipline. It does take effort. The discipline and the effort to stay on the path and to trust it, most importantly.
Yeah.
To trust.
Yes, and I think that if we look at ourselves, if we look at ourselves, at the person that we were 5 or 10 years ago, I would have never anticipated to be on a live and doing a channeling. Yeah. I don't even think that I would add the balls to do that. Yeah. But the truth is that as we progress and as we are staying persistent the balls grow, as we're staying persistent and really going inside yourself, confronting your fear one thing at the time. And you wake up one day and you're, you know, showing yourself to the world. Yeah. But that was a process.
Yeah, baby steps.
And that's why I'm really focus on trying to make people understand that the thing that is the most important is to go within and let it out.
Speak your truth.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the true freedom. That's the true freedom. Like the love being said, you can be a billionaire, but if you are stuck inside, what's the point? That's the true freedom. That's the true freedom. And we all want to experience freedom. So it's available for everyone right now.
We are free. The illusion is that you're not free. We are free right now. You just gotta take that freedom back. It's yours. It's like right now. Like, you don't need anything. You don't need money. You don't need anything. You don't. It's right there, right now. Like, we're not appreciating a lot of the stuff. Like, it's right.
Don't wait for a savior. Don't wait for something else outside of you. Like, the love beings are no saviors. Yes, they can show some light and give advice and help, but they're no savior. We are no savior. You are no savior.
That's right.
You are no savior. So
we can only save ourselves. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody else can save yourself but yourself. So that's we always say that. Yeah. We're no gurus, or we are gurus for everyone, depending on how we present it. Like, everybody's a guru or nobody's a guru, but we are all in the same realm together, and we came here to experience that and just want everybody to rise above their self. And the more people that will tap into their own power, then, and say if some have the calling to start an Instagram page to talk about that. Yeah. This is the real virus.
This is really the power.
That's the virus.
You don't have to do it on Instagram, but if you feel called and you're still afraid, please go for it.
Yeah.
Please allow yourself
Yeah.
to
Do
make a
what you're
mess.
afraid to do, and then learn to love what you hate.
Exactly. If you look like I don't know what, you had something on your nose the whole time, or you had green in your teeth for the whole time, and you were like, oh my God.
So what?
And you're going to make another one.
Yeah.
And you're going to get better.
Yeah.
And, you know, just let it go. Just
Yeah.
go for it. Just confront that fear, that limiting belief. Just
Create
go.
new neural pathways. Create new neural pathways in your
Don't
brain.
listen to the thoughts that are keeping you bounded.
Because the universe is a reflection of what we emit.
Yeah. I just hope that
so you want to see a different reflection, emit a new type of energy, and the reflection will get better.
Yep.
Yeah. So amen to that.
Amen to that.
Amen. Thank you very much.
So,
grateful.
we are thankful for the time. We're thankful for the live.
Yeah.
We are appreciative, and we
stay in touch,
love.
and more to come.
Yes, definitely. Love and light. Everyone,
Love
thank
and
you very much
light.
for joining in. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. So more to come, as I always say, more to come.
Thank you. This will be recorded. It'll be available on the page, and I'll send you guys a link as well. Yeah.
And we will download it, and we will put it on our YouTube channel as well. So every live we do, we put it on our YouTube channel. So we want to create more content.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. The links are in the bio if anybody's interested. So thank you very much, everyone. Love and light, and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your life. Make it happen. This is a dream. Stop taking it all too seriously. This is a dream. Live it like it's a dream.
So let's have fun in this dream, you know, a lot of fun.
Higher. Do some breath work and dance, man.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Please like, share, and subscribe if you resonate with this. And we also accept donations. So if you want to support our mission, you will find the link in the description right below.